Hey friends, kamusta po kayo? And I'm just checking na tayo ay live na on Facebook. Ayan. Okay, welcome po everyone. Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. Live tayo ngayon from Dallas, Texas. And marami po tayong pag-uusapan ngayon sa immigration law. Hold on lang po, I'm just checking on Facebook. Ayan. Ay, naka-live pala. Ayun. Ayan. Good morning from Texas. Kamusta po kayo ating mga talig? Okay, Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux from Dallas, Texas. Kamusta po kayo? Ngayong araw na to ay marami po tayong pag-uusapan about immigration law and I'm going to answer yung isa pong question sa akin na natanggap ko po sa email ko asking kung meron bang way to preserve yung green card kung ikaw ay magta-travel outside of the US for more than 6 months or more than 1 year. Yan. Okay po? All right. Before we start, I want to thank everyone. Sa Pilipinas po, I just arrived a week ago. Gusto kong pasalamatan ang aking pong probinsya, ang lalawigan ng Cavite for sponsoring, for hosting my book signing. Ang libro po ay Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. Available po siya sa Kindle, Amazon, and Barnes. If you want to change your life, you can start changing your life by changing the way you think. And it's possible to change your life. So, kung hindi pa po kayo nakakuha ng kopya, please do so. My book, Change Your Mind, Change Your Life, is now available. But today, I want to talk about an immigration topic that is very, very relevant. As you know, may kahigpitan ng immigration, and this is not just this administration, ano? Even yung mga past administrations, talagang mahigpit. Kung ikaw ay permanent resident lamang, at hindi ka pa US citizen, kailan ka ba pwedeng safely ay maging out of the US nang walang consequences? Ayan, 'di ba? Before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I'm now based in Texas. I have two offices, one in Broomfield, Colorado, and one in Dallas, Texas. And I only do immigration law. Incidentally po, ngayong darating na April, I am celebrating my 18 years bilang isang abogada sa Amerika. So I took my oath noong 2008 sa New York as an immigration law, as a lawyer. And then as you know, ever since ay immigration law lamang ang aking pinapractice. So 18 years, parang kailan lang, napakabilis ng panahon. And marami na po tayong mga natulungang mga kababayan. And masaya po ako dahil 18 years na, awa ng Diyos, ay tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ang ating pagtulong sa mga kababayan natin sa kanilang mga immigration needs. Okay? Ayan. So, for today's topic, um, Pag-usapan po natin tong how to preserve your green card even after more than 6 months of absence from the US. 'Di ba? So, yung mga kliyente ko po na nakakuha ng green card, yan ang una nilang tanong. Attorney, ano ba yung maximum na pwede akong lumabas ng Amerika? Yan. And you know why? Kasi yung mga naghintay ng kanilang mga green card, sabik na sabik sila sa Philippines, 'di ba? As soon as they get the green card, alam nyo, dalawang pangyayari lang ang number one na ginagawa po nating mga Pilipino ay bumili ng ticket at magbakasyon sa Pilipinas, 'di ba? Which is good. Makita natin ang ating mga pamilya, makapag-celebrate po tayo sa ating mga, with friends and family. And that's great. Now, yung iba napapatagal. And yun ang nagiging problema. Kasi kung green card holder ka pa lamang, hindi ka po pwedeng lumampas ng 6 months sa labas ng Amerika. You know why? Nang hindi mo pinapaliwanag, mako-question ka kasi 'pag sinabi mong permanent resident ka, ang iyong residente ka ng Amerika. Hindi ka permanent resident ng Philippines and then ng Amerika at the same time. We're not talking about citizenship, and I know many of you ay nagkaroon ng dual citizenship. So hindi po natin pinag-uusapan 'yan. Ang pinag-uusapan lang po natin ay ang residency. So if you are a permanent resident of the US, may mga restrictions po sa inyong pagstay outside of the United States. Why? Kasi pag nagstay po kayo ng matagal, pwede nilang sabihin na ina-abandon mo na ang iyong residency. Okay? Tama naman kasi kung dun ka na nagtatrabaho sa ibang bansa, kung nandun ka na nakatira, that's why I always say it's better to become a US citizen than a permanent resident on that aspect. Kasi kung sa pag-US citizen, you can just come in and out. Okay. All right. So, absence of more than 6 months can raise concerns. Di ba pagpapasok ka sa port of entry, tatanungin ka, gaano ka katagal? Ganyan. And 1 year or more can automatically create serious problems. Ayun. Here are ways. So, paano mo mapapreserve ang yung green card even after 6 months of absence? Ayan. So, number one, maintain strong ties to the United States. So, paano mo ba mapapakita na meron ka pang ties sa US? Okay? Dapat you can show, na meron kang strong ties to the United States. Ito po mga examples. Number one, keep your US residence. Kung meron kang address pa sa US, ayan, yung bahay mo, yung residence mo, yung inuupahan mo, yan. Pwedeng umuupa, pwedeng, you own the house. Maintain a US bank account and credit card. Continue filing your tax returns as a resident. And keep a US driver's license or state ID. Ito yung mga nagpapatunay na kahit mag 6 months ka or more, ay, you're still connected with US. Okay? Pero yung 1 year, ibang usapan po yan, ha? Okay. Now, maintain employment or business ties in the US. So, ang unang tanong, pagdating mo ba, pagbalik mo sa Amerika, may trabaho ka ba? Yan. Keep family members living in the US. So, yung asawa mo, yung anak mo, may bahay ka, whether nangungupahan ka or diyan ka nakatira, meron kang US address. Yan. So, those are the examples that you can use to show that you still have strong ties to the United States. Okay? Ayan. Now, avoid staying outside of the US for over 1 year. Bakit? Kasi, okay, Paano pag nag-over 1 year ka? Meron pong tinatawag na abandonment. Mako-consider ka na inabandon mo na ang permanent residence mo. And ano ba ang consequence nun? Okay, if you remain outside the US for more than 1 year without permission, your green card may be considered abandoned. So, pwede kang ilagay sa removal process. Sabihin nila, ay, hindi ka naman talaga residente na ng Amerika. So, tatanggalin nila ang iyong green card. So, it's a problem, right? Ang isa pong problema din, eventually, kung gusto mong maging US citizen, and meron ka mga long period of absences, pwedeng hindi mo matuloy-tuloy yung kunyaring 5 years mo eh, 'di ba? Kasi kina-count yun eh, 5 years of residency. Hindi siya matuloy-tuloy kasi nga nagkaroon ka ng mga long period of absences. So you always have to go to square one. Okay? So what are you gonna do kung ikaw ay sa tingin mo you're gonna have a long temporary absence? And maraming mga dahilan, 'di ba? Kung bakit nagkakaroon ng longer temporary absence, okay? Ayan po yung nagkaroon ka ng relative na may sakit, pwedeng magulang mo, kapatid mo, and may mga cases na wala talagang ibang mag-aalaga o mag-aaruga dito sa ating mga kamag-anak kung hindi ikaw and you are in the US and then you cannot bring them naman to the United States. So you have to be in the Philippines. So ano yung, paano mo mapapatunayan? Medical records of your sick relative. O kaya naman meron kang employment assignment abroad. Pwede rin yon. O kaya school enrollment. So meron pong mga they preferred to study in the Philippines. Maraming dahilan kung bakit kahit residente na ng Amerika ay pinipili pa rin nila na mag-aral sa Philippines. Number one, yung cost ng education, 'di ba? Mas mura and yung iba may mga gusto sila talaga na ang programa ay nasa Philippines and hindi sila komportable dito sa Amerika and they want to study in the Philippines and that's okay. Now, if you are going to be away for over a year, pwede ba yon? Pwede naman po kung may valid na dahilan. Ayan. And ano ang dapat niyong gawin? So you have to think, 'di ba? Hindi yung tipong pabigla-bigla, I wanna go back to the Philippines, I wanna study in the Philippines. I'm a permanent resident now. Pwede ba yon? I'll be gone for more than a year. Pwede naman po yon. O kaya kung magulang ka, gusto mo yung mga anak mo ay dun mag-aral sa Philippines, pwede rin po yon. Sabi mo, mas mura ang college. And doon at least, they can just study full-time. And may bahay naman, mas maganda uh, ang magiging situation nila. So I want my children to study in the Philippines. Permanent resident sila. So what do I do? Okay. Mayroon pong tinatawag na re-entry permit. Ayan. Ang re-entry permit is filed before you leave the United States. At ang mga dahilan po ay yung mga nabanggit ko na ayang nag-aral, nagtrabaho, pwedeng magtatrabaho o kaya may mga matinding pangyayari katulad na may mga nagkakasakit and you have to be away for more than a year. You have to file your re-entry permit before you physically leave the US. At kailangan din po na kayo ay mag-biometrics bago kayo umalis ng Amerika. Yan. And dapat ang purpose nyo of travel to the Philippines or abroad is temporary only. So kung ang purpose nyo ay permanente, na doon na kayo maninirahan, yung re-entry permit will not work. Okay, so re-entry permit is one way to preserve your green card even after an absence of more than 1 year. Actually, ang re-entry permit is valid for 2 years. Tapos kailangan nyo pong i-renew. Okay, another thing to on how to preserve your green card. Always file your US income tax returns as a resident. So, mag-file pa rin po kayo. Filing as a non-resident can be interpreted as abandoning your green card. Okay, paano naman kung nag-exceed ka ng 1 year tapos hindi ka nakapag-re-entry permit? By the way, yung re-entry permit po ay Form I-131. Fina-file po yan, ano? And before we start pala, dapat kanina ko pa to sinabi na hindi ito alternative sa inyong actual consultation sa inyong immigration lawyer. Okay? Ito po ay pinapalabas natin for education purpose lamang po. So, paano po kung hindi ka naman nakapag-file ng I-131? This situation is not advisable because it's very hard to get back your residency. Okay? So, kung talagang hindi maiiwasan and you really want to reside outside of the United States, for a period of more than 6 months, more than 1 year, kailangan pong pagplanuhan. Okay? You have to keep evidence, records that you're still maintaining your residency in the US kasi pwede po kayong makonsider na inabando na ninyo ang yung residency if you're away for more than a year. Kung hindi ka nag-file ng I-131 or re-entry permit. Okay, paano naman kung hindi mo intended, and di mo naman akalain na you will be staying outside of the US for more than a year. Okay? So, paano po yung mga cases na to? Alam mo, may mga cases na they uh, decided to go back to the Philippines for temporary lang dapat. And then meron nagkasakit or sila ang nagkasakit. May mga cases na nung nagkasakit sila, hindi sila po pwedeng mag-travel, hindi sila makabalik sa Amerika, hindi sila makasakay ng eroplano, o kaya meron silang mga mahal sa buhay na nagkasakit o nagkaroon ng situation na hindi nila maiwan, o kaya may mga kailangan silang asikasuhin. There's one case that I handled na nagkaroon ng death in the family and they had to stay for the estate, to settle the estate. Pero hindi siya nakapag-file ng re-entry permit application. So what do you do? If you stayed abroad for more than 1 year due to circumstances beyond your control, you may apply for what you call SB-1 returning resident visa at the US Embassy. Ayan po. Okay? So if you think your temporary absence is going to be more than 6 months, kailangan pa rin pong and you want to keep your residency, ayan. Doon sa mga cases naman na hindi mo naman na nila gustong, mag-keep ang kanilang residency, then that's also okay. It's up to you, di ba? May mga ganun din pong cases na later on they realize that they would like to go back to the Philippines, then that's not a problem. Pero if you want to keep your residency to preserve your green card, I suggest that you maintain ito, yung mga strong ties to the United States. Pinag-usapan po natin, avoid being away for over a year without filing for re-entry permit. And then, yung mga evidence nyo na ang reason nyo ay ng travel nyo is only temporary, like kung may nagkasakit, yung medical records, kung ikaw ay nag-aral, yung school records, kung nagtrabaho ka, yung employment records, and yung mga property documents mo that you're still maintaining a US address, and then continue filing your US tax returns, and kung sakali man pong naging over a year ka na at hindi nakapag-file ng re-entry permit, then file for SB-1 returning resident visa. Ayan. Yan po ang ating immigration talk right now. Kung kayo po ay may katanungan, mag-email kayo sa eb@eborlaw.com, or kung gusto niyo ang kumonsulta, mag-text 713-315-7793. Till next time po. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye.